And I'm barefoot and there's stobs everywhere. I feel like I'm 12 years old.
I'm gonna get a picture of your feet.
He is riled up.
He's a big one. So what's the plan, Rob?
Well, to test the waters here, we got one bluegill that didn't fare the bait catching process very well, so I cut him open. Gonna leave him whole, but with him cut open a little bit and put him out whole and see how this pole holds in the water. And if the current isn't too bad, if it'll stay in place, we're gonna give it a shot for a few hours. We'll see if that ends up against the bank over here beside of us, or we'll settle in a relative a short amount of time. Getting swept down pretty good. The water doesn't look real fast, but I think because it's up a little bit, you're getting a lot of volume.
It's not moving that fast, though.
No, but when it's up and the least little bit faster, you just have a higher volume of water. And it, will move your bait and takes a lot of weight. We've already made the trip down here, and I don't feel like trying to go anywhere else tonight, so we'll give it a little shot. See what happens.
It looks to me as if it's holding steady.
Well, I would have liked for it to stay, right out there where I casted it. I should have casted it upstream. It's not in a bad spot. It's not exactly where I'd like to have had it.
What if you were to add more weight?
Oh, I could. We talked about that on the way down here. I'm just not really equipped with the big weights. It's not something that I do very often. I don't usually fish in high current. But it's holding good enough that if you want to try it for a while, we'll try it for a while.
Sure.
I'd say we might as well. Those bluegill that come out
Rob,
of the
you're
creek,
getting hit.
they are so strong sometimes. They will surprise you. I think once or twice I've even reeled down on a bluegill.
That's great.
When they come out of the creek like that, man, they are just strong. Those ones in the pond aren't nearly, or a lake aren't nearly as strong. But that's what I like, is he's out there doing his stuff. As long as his stuff ain't getting me hung. I gotta be more like Catfish Dave and just sit there and, well, when I sit there and wait though, man, I hate it. They swallow the hook, and that aggravates me so bad that I try to prevent that. And I heard him mention the other night that when he uses live bait for flatheads, he very often uses a big J hook rather than a circle hook. Because a flathead doesn't tend, like a blue will take off. And you've seen multiple times that a flathead doesn't always do that. So when you just reel down on him with a circle hook, a lot of times, if he's not facing away from you, if he's facing straight towards you, when you reel down on him, it'll a lot of times hit that roof, that tooth patch in the roof of his mouth, and you can't hardly set the hook in it, and it'll pull it out of his mouth rather than setting the hook. So he said that's why he goes with live bait, especially for flatheads, with a big J hook, where you have to physically set the hook rather than reeling down on him. You actually yank on it like you do bass or something like that, and you get a better, he says he gets a higher hookup rate. That may be something that I'll look into. I don't think that's all bluegill.
No, not at all.
He's a rambunctious little fella.
No, it's not just him. No way. something was pulling on it because it popped a couple of times. Something still has it.
Well, it's been what, 10 days since we caught it? No, that was 8 back on the 1st was when we caught that 24 pounder. And then I think it was what, like the 3rd or something that we caught the 13 pounder, and what'd I catch? Can't remember now. 24 and a half, didn't it?
Yeah, we've had 2 nights where we've caught, I think, at least 3, and a couple nights where we've caught 2. But something's happening here.
I thought so.
Oh, yeah. The fish shaman.
Sit back down and ignore him. Probably the best course of action. Turning your back to him seems to work for you. I have to give that a try.
I got it.
He had it pretty good. I was going to reel down on him, but then he kind of let up on it. But this is definitely getting hit.
He's taking it.
I think he let go of it.
No, he didn't. He's taking it.
He had it bent over pretty good. I was within, very, very close to reeling down on him. Sitting there trying to get my feet dried off. Had to get up barefooted in the sand. I hope I don't find a hook we've dropped. That was a pretty significant bite. I hated that he dropped it.
Well, a few. Rob, he's on it again.
Do what?
He's all over it again. You want me to take it?
Oh, you said you didn't want to. If you want to, it's fine by me. But I didn't see anything else
Yeah.
when I was looking at my feet.
He's bouncing it.
Did you carry them over here? You got them yet?
Well, he's bouncing it right
I see
now.
it a little bit.
I didn't even have time to make it to the car.
I didn't know whether you did or not.
No, I didn't have time. Yeah, it's starting to take it, bending it over. Rob.
I'm coming. I've been recording. I haven't quit.
He's gonna take it.
If he's big enough, determined enough. He bites better when I'm sitting over there.
Unless it has it in its mouth over there.
Oh!
Oh!
You ready?
Yeah.
I think he's swimming with it. Maybe not.
He's got it. He's got it.
I'm not so sure.
I can see it from the side. Yeah, he's bouncing it again. This, an item of note during the takedown, Hillbilly robs without his shoes.
Yeah. My feet are cold from where they've been wet for so long.
I went to get the shoes.
Come on,
and
you can do it. Be serious about it.
absolutely.
You can even be less than double digits if you just get the skunk off the bear. And that's a pretty small hook.
Something's been playing with that for a while now. He's gonna take it back.
I've almost reeled down on him twice.
I think he has it, but it's up to you.
Look at that.
Rob,
Here we go. I
Rob.
can feel that.
You're hooked up.
We're hooked up. Decent fish, I think. I think it's a decent fish, Dave. Get my headlamp.
Keep reeling.
I got the line tight.
Okay.
I don't think he's a giant, but that 24.5 pounder surprised me last time, didn't it? That's a decent fish. I'd say it's double digits. I don't know that it's a teener or what it is yet, really.
All right.
They can drag.
Oh, he's a big one.
Hey, I think he's like that last one, and
Yeah,
he's
I do
getting
too.
closer to the bank and getting mad.
Absolutely.
Look at that he got hooked.
Oh, he's pulling line.
Yeah, he's pulling a good bit of drag. I can't get it tied down. That was just a small bluegill cut. That's a pretty good flathead.
Did you see that?
That is a decent flathead, Dave.
He did not.
The bluegill's still on.
Oh my!
That might be 20. The net's not.
Here. I'm on the fish rod.
I can see him pulling that. He is mad.
He is. He's a
And I'm barefoot and there's stobs everywhere. I feel like I'm 12 years old.
I'm gonna get a picture of your feet.
He is riled up.
He's a big one. He's massive.
I think the other one might be getting hit. He's not massive, but he's a good one. I'll take one like that about any
I
time.
guarantee you he's over 20. Easily over 20. Oh! Baby, you can't even get in the net. What are you talking about? Get him from underneath.
I'm trying, Dave. He's not hooked all that great either. Man, he is.
How can I help you?
I don't know. I'm
Here,
having
give
a
me
time.
Give me the net.
Oh, it's bending my neck. He's not in there good.
What? My.
He might be heavier than I thought he was.
He is
I haven't had one.
massive.
I haven't had one.
He's fucking, excuse me. He's
big.
massive.
He is bigger than I gave him credit for. I guarantee you that. That is a good one. He surprised me.
Oh.
Caught on the 58-year-old ambassador, Abu Garcia ambassador, vintage reel.
God, he's massive.
Look at the head on that bad boy.
He is a beauty. Oh, he is a rascal.
Gotta get some pliers. Don't let him get in the water.
You're a rascal. You're a big.
That's the Barefoot flathead right there.
Yes, it is. Just as soon as you said, I feel like a 12-year-old.
Can you believe how subtly he bit though?
Well, he was on it for at least.
But he didn't swallow it. That's great.
No, that's amazing. Wow.
He bent my net. I ain't believing that. I don't know how heavy he is.
Where are your scales?
I'm grabbing him. Trying to keep from getting the hook in the net again.
He's bigger than
He
the
is.
one you caught the other night.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Mm.
That's liable to be, I ain't gonna guess. He's over 20 pounds is all I'm gonna say. So we'll see what's on the scale. My back hurts.
Oh, I hope so.
£28.
Awesome. That's your second best
Right at
catch.
28 pounds. So make him 26 and a half.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Second best one I've ever caught down here. I caught a 29 last year.
You want me to?
I'm gonna get a quick measurement if you'll hold still. Oh, you're not wanting to play my silly games. We're gonna get you back here real quick. Oh, right at 38 inches.
Wow.
You're gonna have to take me a good picture of this one. You want my camera? You want to use
I'm gonna
that?
stop right now with mine, filming. Wow.
I am surprised. I am surprised.
Rob, you gonna put him back in over here?
Yeah. Oh. All right, big guy. You came and surprised me. I really appreciate you playing. We're gonna let you go back in the murky water. Caught that on the smallest rig we had. I hadn't even put fresh line on that pole this year. And that's a about 57, 58-year-old reel. And he didn't seem like much out there. Same thing happened to me last time I got a decent one. He saved all of his fight until he got right to the bank. That was exciting. I'd really like to do that again. Shout out to subscribers who sent me this hat. Been pretty lucky so far. It's their pawpaw place out in Montana, Wolf Creek Angler. I appreciate it, guys.
Every time you have that hat.
Not every time, but I don't think it hurts anything for sure.
Absolutely not.
Man, I'm surprised.
Well, it hit
I
it.
can't believe I'm surprised.
It played with that. It played with that for at least three to 5 minutes. I mean, it went on and on.
I told you, Dave, it was the mowing grass.
Okay, I
A
know.
combination of an evening when I mow grass and I wear that hat. Seems like we do pretty daggone good. I'll take another one like that. I'll take one like that about any night.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That surprised me.
Barefooted. Channeled my inner 12-year-old.
Well, that's good medicine for a 12-year-old.
I grew up on the riverbank, barefooted at night. Usually had a big tire fire though. Because that was the only light you had. Oh, it feels good to get out of them wet sandals. Got to get a fresh bait out there, and I got to put bait that one now with cut bait, you think?
Well, you said you were going to determine.
Yeah, bait that one. This one still got that on there. I'm going to put that same piece right back out there.
He didn't get that?
No, he ran it up the line.
Wow.
That one bent my net the way that I got a hold of him. I hadn't had one do that yet.
We didn't see the top side, we saw the bottom side, and as soon as I saw that, I knew it was at least 20, 25, 30 pounds. That was big.
Well, this little bluegill got it done once, and he's still in decent shape.
Yes.
So he's got experience now. I'm gonna put him right back out there where he came from.
Do you consider him to be cut bait?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He's just whole cut bait with a slit in it. Man, that caught me by surprise, as much as any I've caught in a while. At first, I wouldn't have bet that he was 10 pounds.
That was a nice cast. It's beautiful tonight as well. The stars are out.
I think he makes it a really good night. Usually it's one catfish night, one flathead night is a good night. I think that qualifies as a really good night. And the next one would make it an outstanding night.
The night is young. We haven't been here.
Like what Richard Gene says, that one deserves a woo! And maybe like Josh, a pup howl. But I'll settle for a hooked up.
Absolutely.
I want to do that again. I know it feels a lot better having dry shoes on.
Good.
If it means catching another 26.5 pounder, I'll take them all. Maybe that's the trick.
It's jumping like mad right now. That's no bluegill. It's bending it, dude. What? Just pay attention. I mean, you got him.
Hooked up, I think, momentarily. I think it's a little one.
You're hooked up.
Yeah. He's carrying on top of the water. It doesn't act like a flathead.
Could be a blue.
A gar, I think's what it is.
No, that's a blue.
No, it's a big gar.
Ugh.
Not what I wanted.
The prehistoric fish.
See, he's just caught out there in the snoot. That could come out real easy, and it wouldn't bother me all that bad if it did. I don't particularly like dealing with them. They aren't what we're looking for, but
He's good size, isn't he?
not bad.
Here, look how fast that damn thing is.
You can see the whole hook. He's barely hooked. I don't know. I just about seen him pop off. He did.
All right.
He did. It doesn't really break my heart. We got good video of him. That's good enough for me.
Absolutely.
My arms are tired. God, I'm old. Starting to get late. 11:47. We're gonna give it another few minutes here, but they better get with it.
That was an intense hit.
Pretty good little tag. I don't think it's got quite a bit of bait on there. I can't imagine that he got it all off with that. That moon has gotten out there where I don't like it. It's not. By God, look at that. That's full moon. So I guess we're lucky we got the one flathead we did tonight.
Well, you're saying that 30 seconds after that pole just got bammed, and we've had countless hits and you caught a gar. So it's been a
pretty eventful night to have only really put one up on the bank.
Absolutely.
All right, we are getting ready to wrap it up here for the evening. It's a little after 12 o'clock. We didn't get a super early start. I wasn't all that optimistic. The water conditions weren't perfect, but we went through the effort to go catch some live bait, had a ball doing that, and got down here and got set up, and it wasn't too long. I don't know how surprised Dave was, but I was very surprised. We hooked up on a pretty nice flathead tonight, put a 26.5 pounder on the bank, had a couple other close calls, got a pretty good sized gar right up, tried to get him in the net, but he got off, just hooked in the snoot. Suited me fine. I didn't particularly want to deal with him. But I hope we put together a fairly exciting video for you this evening. I appreciate you taking the time to join us. If you like the video, leave me a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Always means a lot to me. So I hope you join us the next time we're down here on the riverbank, and we'll try to have some more whiskered fish action for you. So until next time, this is Rob with Hooked Up, wishing you a good evening.